2 years into a childless marriage with her husband Kyle, a woman discovered he was having an affair with a colleague named Madison. It was a heartbreaking situation for the woman, especially since she and Kyle were distraught that they couldn't bear a child. Kyle admitted the drunken one-night affair with Madison meant nothing to him, and he ultimately regretted it. The woman tried to understand why her husband had to stray, especially since they hit a rough patch. She gave their marriage another chance and began to heal from the trauma it brought. However, she soon realized the one-night stand wouldn't be something she could just simply forget. Years later, her father-in-law commissioned an artist to create a Disney-style family portrait as a gift to his wife on Mother's Day. The woman's mother-in-law couldn't be more proud of the present and displayed it in their living room. The woman looked at the portrait and noticed something peculiar. There were 2 women, one on each side of her husband. One was her, and the other, Madison. "My heart sank when I saw Madison," the woman admitted. She called her mother-in-law to request that the portrait be kept inside their bedroom so she wouldn't be reminded of her husband's philandering. Not that the son it conceived wasn't a reminder enough. The woman had to deal with the fact that what was supposed to be a one-night stand resulted in the birth of Madison's son with her husband. The woman accepted her husband's illegitimate child, Kit, and she still dared to fight for their relationship. Through the years, she helped raise Kit whenever he was around. He was as much part of the family as she was, and that wasn't an issue to her. Her in-laws adore their grandson. Kit spends 1 day a week with them, and she never holds it against them because she believes Kyle and Madison's mistakes weren't his. When the woman told her mother-in-law about her grievances with the family portrait, her MIL said she only intended to assure Kit that they considered his mom a part of the family. According to the woman, "My MIL apologized for hurting my feelings but said that they didn't mean to upset me. They were just thinking of Kit and how they don't want him to feel that her mother isn't family to them." Still hurt, the woman couldn't understand how they thought about Kit's feelings but not hers. It was uncomfortable for her to share her husband with his mistress, and to add insult to injury, she was beside him in their family portrait. However, since her mother-in-law agreed to move the portrait out of the living room, she accepted the apology and left the issue at that. Hours later, her sister-in-law called to say she made her mother-in-law cry on Mother's Day. She added that her father-in-law was upset that a gift meant to spark happiness now caused so much drama because of her sudden request. The woman was stunned. Now she was being blamed for causing drama when the portrait was insensitive to her feelings. "Carla said I was out of line for telling my in-laws what they can or cannot put in their living room, and that in reality, Madison is part of their family because she is Kit's mom," the woman explained. Her sister-in-law added that she needed to deal with the fact that Madison would always be in the picture as long as she married Kyle because of Kit. That was a no-brainer to the woman, but she felt it wasn't too much to ask the family not to rub it in her face. People on the internet couldn't help but feel for the poor woman. They slammed the woman's husband for having 0 consequences for the affair and the illegitimate child he now raises. "You should consider leaving your husband. You're never going to be free from the reminder of his infidelities. Either accept it, all of it, or get a divorce. You can't expect the rest of the family to walk on eggshells because your husband betrayed everything marriage is supposed to stand for," one commented. Madison was some chick their son screwed around with behind his wife's back, not someone who has been around his family for years. "How rude," another said. "Why are you doing this to yourself? Why did you accept the pain he brought to you? Why do you want to suffer so badly?" a user asked. Many others echoed her sentiments, wondering why the woman stayed with Kyle. They even looked for Kyle in all the drama, saying he needed to stand up for her. His silence told a lot about their marriage and how he valued his wife. The woman never responded to any of the comments under her story. However, people made it clear to her that she was not at fault in the situation, and she was even a martyr for having to go through so much, all in the name of love.